Oh, it's kind of like pseudo horror, this one. So there's a lot of kind of characterization. I think the play is nice because it goes through all different emotions. So there is humour, there's a bit of horror. There's also just quiet times for reflection.
We've created these really heightened caricature versions of each sin.
There's greed, gluttony.
But within that, we've honed in on that actor's interest, which in a way for me has been a joy because it means that the room is really led by them.
We just want it to be a fantastically positive experience for people that come and watch it, so they can just watch it and go, that was amazing. And I think it just shows that, deaf, blind, disabled people can create things or can be involved in art. So my name is Shane Long, and my name is Jonathan. And we're doing the 7 Deadly Sins.
7 Deadly Sins has been born out of a year-long project with a group called Achieve Together. I started working with the group maybe last September, and we did a term of building performance skills, bringing costumes and props and storytelling. And out of that, all these kind of morality stories started coming through. We were really interested in who's right and who's wrong, good versus evil. That seemed to be the theme that kept coming through.
Yeah, so my character is always hungry and kind of very, very obsessed with food. But there's all the other sins as well. So there's been pride and anger and sloth. There's greed, gluttony, lust, anger. And I think it's important because it's visual. So we make it visual so that people that use sign language can understand it, can have that full access. Yeah, often I've seen plays with an interpreter, so it's hearing people, it's hearing people talking, but with an interpreter on the side of the. I think having the actors sign, I think, is much better. I think as a deaf person, I think you'd have more of a bond with the actors. I think you'd feel more for it compared to it coming, through an interpreter. We've worked together really well. Obviously, it's been, if I wasn't working with deaf people, I was working with people who were hearing and were speaking, that would have made life so much more difficult.
It's been great for confidence building for a lot of them. And not only is it that we've made a piece of theatre and put on a show, but we have a social, it's a community of people that it's grown. And now when we see each other, in Bath or around Twerton or at the theatre, we all know each other. And so we're just building these relationships. All of that stuff's really important.
We've had a lot of rehearsals. There's been a few mistakes, but everyone here has been really helpful. It's been brilliant. I just loved the idea of it. I just loved it.
We made that choice to not have the show interpreted, and that's almost made us work harder in terms of the storytelling of the show, because we've wanted to make it really visual, but also it's really become their own as to how they're expressing themselves.
To be honest, there's been a lot of emotion. There's been a lot of highs, a lot of lows. Yeah, it's been a very inclusive experience in this show. For me, it's really helped. It's brought me joy and confidence. Yeah, absolutely. I think it would help so many more people to be able to understand the issues that deaf people face. And just to show that deaf people can do this. And for me, it's just an amazing experience to be involved into producing something like this. And I think it just shows that, you know, deaf, blind, you know, disabled people can create things or can be involved in art. And, you know, hopefully people will enjoy, you know, watching us perform, and that way it'll mean they'll come back to the next one and the one after. You know, that people kind of watch this. You know, and then maybe it'd be great if, you know, people could pick up a little bit of sign language and maybe some basic finger spelling. You know, so people can learn, you know, to go through the alphabet. So, you know, A, B, C, D, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z.